I always thought it would be cool if you could go back and listen to the day-to-day of today's highest achievers as it happened, as opposed to 30 years later after they've made it. I believe there's a giant disconnect between ground zero and the top floor because we only see the top floor and the top floor only talks about the top. How valuable would that be? And so it goes without saying, but I believe I'll make it there. And this is the documented journey through each level. My name is Bryson Sessions, and you are listening to the Bed Podcast.
Okay, I guess I'm doing 3, so this is 260C. So if you listen to 260, you'll know that I said in the episode that I feel like my time with FedEx is very limited and it's coming to an end. And I said that for all the reasons that I said that, with everything that's going on. So anyway, I think I told this story already, but a few weeks or maybe a month ago, actually, let's be official about this. Let's see what day. So June 1st, so a month ago, I was delivering boxes, FedEx, and I ran into a door-to-door sales guy. The guy says, he just was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey." And we just start kind of talking. It's funny because we went to the same door at the same time, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'll stay here." And they'll for sure answer because I got what they want, and you can sell them what they need, whatever. It's being funny. And so we both leave the front door. We walk out of there, and I'm like, "Hey, man, you know what? Do you got any sales jobs that are available for just part-time weekend work? I'm trying to find something to replace FedEx. So I'm just trying to learn. I just want to develop skills. Money's great, and I would like to be paid, but I would like to focus on building skill sets and getting better at communication and blah, blah, blah." I just told him everything I've already talked about. And long story short, get his number. He's like, "Yeah, I'll put you in the network. Let's see if I can find something for you." A couple weeks go by. I get a text. He says, "Hey, it's so-and-so. We talked, blah, blah, blah. Hey, so I got this opportunity. It's doing this, blah, blah, blah. Are you interested?" And I was like, "Yeah, put me in." Fast forward to today, I get a call from the other guy. And this other guy straight up offered me a position and I can start tomorrow. So that just happened right now. And that is doing the thing that I've always been scared of the most, which is door-to-door sales. And again, and I don't want to say I don't say this to sound snobby or whatever, but my goal right now is to not make money. My goal is to build confidence and to get better at the things that I'm not good at, which is speaking with confidence, articulating my words, and the self-esteem that comes with trying to sell someone something, trying to have them see my point of view, or trying to show them why something's good, why something's bad. There's a handprint on my wall. That's scary. And whatever. That's my goal. But obviously, I want to make money. I'm not here to say that I don't want to make money. I want to make money. But my goal right now is to get better skills so that I can transfer those skills and the confidence into my own thing, which makes a shit ton more money than this. And it's crazy that I said today that I think my time with FedEx is coming to an end because of the full circle, because it started with 2 days. And now we're, back at 2 days. It's been 2 days for a little bit now, but that's where we're at. And based on how things are going, I think I'm done. I think that job, that boat, has served me well. Boys crack right on, and time to move on. Time to keep growing. I'm not doing any kind of growing or bettering with FedEx, so it's time to do something else. So I said all that, right? You heard it in 260 if you listen to that. And get that text from the guy today, pretty much says I'm hired, I can start tomorrow. And I was like, well, hold on, dude. I've never had a position where I'm just hired on the spot. Like, I don't even, when's the interview? And he's like, well, judging by this phone call alone and what you told me, like what your desires are, like, I think you're a great fit. So, blah, 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 And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, is this a scam? The fuck is this? And I was like, so I'm confused. I've never had something like this. So what do you mean I can just start tomorrow? And he's like, well, it's 100% commissions. So there's no guaranteed pay at all. It's just you sell, you get paid. If you don't, you don't. So there's no orientation or blah, blah, blah. There's none of this, blah, blah, blah. It's just you start selling. That's it. And I was like, that's crazy, dude, because I've never had that before. It's always been like, you go have an interview, and then you wait a couple of days, you get a call, hey, you're hired, you start in this day, 2 weeks, and 2 weeks go by, and then you get the training, and then you have training for a week or two, and then you do your thing, and then you start your first day, but you have a trainer, something like that. And I'm like, oh, well, do I start tomorrow and I get a trainer for the next couple of weeks or what? He's like, no, training's about an hour, and then you're pretty much solid. It's really easy. Dude, I'm sitting there on the phone dumbfounded, like, what's going on? How do I have 4 jobs now? And I was like, oh, well, I would have to put in my 2-week notice with FedEx. And so I probably not this weekend, probably not next either. I was like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And we just went back and forth. And then, so I guess he had to go because he had another person calling him. So a lot of things on this phone call are really sketchy already. So it is what it is. I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but everything is linked up and everything makes sense. He knew my name. He knew the other person that I was talking to in person. That person, like it all lines up. It's not a scam, but I do think this is an opportunity that I should take advantage of. And I think I should take advantage of it because it is scary for me. And I think that I should do it for the very reason that I'm petrified to do it. And that's pretty much it. Because if I want to gain the skills, but I don't want to do what's required, then if as a logical expression, I do not want to learn the skills then. So if I'm not willing, if I want to get 6-pack abs, but I'm not willing to diet, I actually don't want 6-pack abs. I want yummy foods, fattening foods. I want beer. I want late night. That's what I want. If I really wanted what I say I want, I would act accordingly. And if I don't act accordingly, then as a logical expression, I do not want what I say I want. So if I want confidence and better self-esteem and better communication with people and more confidence at speaking to people and more reps at selling and more reps at all the above, then this is really like straight up, this is something that I should 100% do. And to document the numbers here, so I'd be selling fiber internet. Apparently it's really easy here because fiber internet just reached northern Utah, so it's here. So a lot of people have been waiting for it, so it's not necessarily a hard thing to sell. It's just like people have just been waiting for it to be here. A lot of people don't know it's here, so selling that would be something that would be much easier than, I guess, some other industries. And it would be $75 per sale. And I was like, okay, well, what's the average person doing? He said average is about 2 to 4, but you got the top guys doing like 6 to 8. And he said that was only for like a couple guys who are just doing really well. And so I was like, cool. So to make the same amount, if I would work every single day, so I had no more days off, I would have Saturday, Sunday, and every other Friday. Right now, it's every other Friday, every other Sunday, and every Saturday with FedEx and cleaning trucks. So it would be every single day. So right now it's 8 days a month. With the door-to-door, it would be 10 days a month. And so with those numbers in mind, I would have to sell 2 people per day to make the same exact amount of money that I do with FedEx currently, and anything more than that would be extra. But if I were to sell double that, then I could have 5 more days off per month, meaning I'd only have to work 5 days on the weekends per month, as opposed to what I do now. So right now it's 8 days FedEx. It's going to transition into 10 days door-to-door. And if I sell more, then it would be 5 days door-to-door. And if I sell even more than that, then it would be like 3 days or 2 days. So, but I'd probably still keep going because that would allow me more money. And if money is something that I need, then I can do that. But right now, time is what I need, so I'm not sure. But FedEx doesn't give me the skills or the reps that I'm looking for. It does give me money, which is great. But door-to-door would give me the reps that I'm looking for, as well as the confidence builder and the rejection immunity. So all that being said, I'm going to wait for this guy to call me back, and then I'm going to see if I need to put my 2 weeks in at FedEx and then go from there. And honestly, with how things are going, I don't want to put my 2 weeks in because they can go fuck themselves. I don't want to say they. Like all total, everything being all, they've been great. There's just a few people that are just goddamn, I can't stand them. And the communication's so bad. And care a lot about, anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Go listen to 260. So I'd like to be respectful and do the right thing and put my 2 weeks in. But if they start fucking with me, I'm out. So anyway, I'm going to see what's up with that. And then we'll see if I pull the plug and go be a door-to-door salesman. So it's pretty cool because I can confidently say that I'm doing this to build skills, and literally doing anything in the job will help me do that. So there's no pressure. Matter of fact, the harder it is, the better it will be. And the more awkward and the more cringy and the more embarrassed I get, the more I'll grow, which in turn is the highest ROI possible for me based on what I want. Now, if my pure desire was just money, then this probably wouldn't be a good call for me now. It's probably something that I have to work up to, get better at, etc. So just think it's kind of funny how I'm talking about full circle, and then I get a phone call to saying that I can start tomorrow and that I can quit FedEx. It's just funny how things work out. So, and it's kind of punny, but opportunity literally came knocking because door-to-door sales. So when opportunity, like red car theory, man, when you're looking for opportunity, they're fucking everywhere. So anyway. Well, speaking of which, red car theory, opportunities everywhere. My random act of kindness today and my talking to a stranger happened at the exact same time. When I was driving down the road today, saw a lemonade stand, flipped a U-turn, went back and bought some lemonade. So my random act of kindness was tipping the kids that were selling the lemonade with $5 instead of like their 50 cents or whatever. And I let them keep the whole thing, and they were like, oh, well, cool. And then I talked with each of them. There's 3 of them. It's Kate and Cole and Carter. So if you somehow they find this episode, somehow in the future, like, fuck yeah, dude, entrepreneurs right there selling some lemonade for, I think it was actually $1, but they had 5 different flavors right there. And I'm going to tell the full story actually because it's kind of funny, but they got 5 flavors. And right now, part of my thing for phase 3 is only consuming water. That's it. That's the only fluid I can consume. No milk, no drinks or energy drinks, no coffee, no healthy greens, nothing, just water. That's it, just water. And that's just because I want it to be hard. So anyway, long story short, I buy the lemonade, I talk with them, we have a conversation. I'm like, how much money have you made? What's your goal? That's awesome. What are you guys doing? This is great. What are you gonna spend it on? Have you guys spent it a lot? How much have you made today? That's cool. What flavors you got? How long have you been out here today? That's cool, way to go. And then as I'm walking away, I got the lemonade in my hand. They're like, oh, does it taste good? And I'm like, I don't know, because I can't drink it. So I fake it, I put it up to my mouth, and I put it up to my lips, make it look like a drink, and I was like, that's really good, So from the start, I was like, yeah, I'm not drinking this, I just want to buy it, do a good thing, and then see if I can talk to him. And I did, so both of those are checked off. But as I'm walking away, there's some lemonade beating on my lip, and I'm like, dude, I can't drink this, And so I drove home and then dumped it down my drain. So I feel bad about that, but it's just probably like $4 lemonade mix they put in a pitcher of water. So my $5 covered their whole expense for the whole goddamn day. So whatever. But anyway, yeah, red car theory. Opportunity was there, and I wouldn't have even seen it as opportunity if I wasn't looking for what I was looking for. I'm looking for a good thing to do for somebody, a nice act of service that I could do. And because I was looking to help somebody, that opportunity presented itself, and I took advantage of it. And because I took advantage of it, I now have a pretty good memory. It's a pretty sweet memory. And I now, under my belt, I have a random act of kindness because I helped these kids achieve their goal of $100. And I also supported their goal in like selling something, making something from nothing. Because lemonade stand is like about as OG entrepreneur baseline as you can get, right? Buy some lemonade shit for $5, sell each cup for $1. You sell 100 cups, you just, 50x your or 20x your profit, or you missed at $5, you got 100 back. My bad for not knowing terminology. But anyway, because I was looking for it, I have this now. But if I wasn't looking for it, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have had to talk to a stranger, and I wouldn't have, So anyway, I could go in circles here, but I was just looking for opportunity. And opportunity presented itself. And I think that's exactly what this position is. Whether I make $0 or I make a shit ton, I think it's a win-win because my desire is skills and not money, not primarily, money. Want to make money, but need to build skills. So anyway, just wanted to share that. I think it was pretty cool that just happened. So, but now lucky for me, I have to write 3 episodes things and upload 3 podcasts. So for fuck's sake, man. So anyway, just a quick, I'm going to document this too while we're at it. So it's 8:19 p.m. Still the same day. It's July 5th, 2024, Friday. I still need to stretch for 15 minutes. I need to work on my business. I haven't declared what I want to do for that yet. So that's probably about a half hour. I need to read 10 pages, which is another half hour. So we're probably roughly, rounding up at an hour and a half so far. I need to finish eating, which is easy. I finished my gallon of water already. We're good there. I need to write about all the podcasts and upload them. And then I need to, let's look what I got to do. I got to go to the gym still. I got to take a 5-minute cold shower. And then I got to get my protein in. And that's what I got to do, hopefully before 11. And right now, I'm really pushing it. I'm really crunching time right now. So, yeah. I was watching some sales training videos on YouTube just a second ago. I probably should have spent that doing something that I needed to get done today. But I didn't, so now I'm paying for that. But anyway, this is cool. This might be a really valuable episode later on, depending on if I choose to opt in or opt out of this opportunity. Probably will, just because it's scary shit. So anyway, that's the show. That's all I got. So that was 3 today. I haven't done 3 in a long time in one day. So whatever. But that's the show. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening, and a quick reminder here. So this podcast doesn't prioritize professionalism or quality at all. It's just meant to be a shoot from the hip type podcast with the intent just to get a quick message out. So some episodes might be inaudible in 30 seconds and others might be 45 minutes and super crisp sounding. So all these are being made so that by episode 7,305, which is 20 years, we can come back and see the entire playbook of how I made it to wherever I'm going. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.